The world of professional tennis is a battlefield of power, speed, and mental fortitude. Every match, every point, every swing of the racket can change a player's destiny. For Alexandra Eala, the 21-year-old Filipina sensation, her historic Wimbledon run had already captured the hearts of millions. She had beaten the legendary Serena Williams. She had dethroned the defending champion Iga Swiatek. She had reached the fourth round, becoming the first Filipino in the Open era to achieve such a feat. She had surged to a career-high ranking of world number 28. She had earned over $1.28 million in prize money. She had received a presidential citation from the highest office in the Philippines. She had become a national hero, a symbol of hope, and an inspiration to millions. But then, just days before the start of the DC Open, something happened that nobody expected. Something that left the tennis world in shock. Alex Eala made an announcement that has sent ripples through the tennis community. She withdrew from the doubles event, ending her highly anticipated partnership with Venus Williams. The fans were stunned. The tennis world was buzzing with speculation. Was she injured? Was she prioritizing her singles campaign? The answer, when it came, was both surprising and revealing. This is the story of Alex Eala's shocking announcement and what it means for her future. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The excitement had been building for weeks. The tennis world was eagerly anticipating the reunion of Alex Eala and Venus Williams at the DC Open. The duo, who had captured the hearts of fans with their partnership at the Bad Homburg Open, were set to team up again in Washington. They were even spotted practicing together at the tournament venue, fueling anticipation among fans eager to see the veteran champion and one of Asia's brightest young talents reunite in competition. But then, the bombshell dropped. When the doubles draw was unveiled, Williams was paired with Diana Schneider, and Eala was nowhere to be seen on the list. The news sent shockwaves through the tennis community. Fans were confused. They had been looking forward to seeing the dream team in action. What had happened? Had there been a disagreement? Had Eala suffered an injury? The speculation was rampant. Some fans feared the worst. Others were simply disappointed. The announcement had come out of nowhere, and the tennis world was left scrambling for answers. The silence from both camps only added to the confusion. It was a shocking development that threatened to overshadow the start of the tournament. As the speculation reached a fever pitch, Alex Eala finally broke her silence. In a pre-tournament press conference, she addressed the shock announcement and explained the reason behind her decision to withdraw from the doubles event. Her words were not what anyone expected. There was no injury. There was no disagreement with Venus Williams. Instead, Eala revealed a decision that was driven by respect, strategy, and a deep understanding of her own limitations at this stage of her career. The Filipina star, who is coming off a 3-week break from competition after her Wimbledon breakthrough, explained that she was not yet ready to go all out in both singles and doubles to kick off her North American hardcourt season. Her press conference remarks were candid and heartfelt. She spoke of her immense respect for Venus Williams and her gratitude for the opportunity to learn from the legend. But she also admitted that she didn't have the capacity to give her all in both events, and she felt that Williams deserved a partner who could fully commit physically, emotionally, and mentally. I have so much respect for Venus. I am so grateful for every opportunity that I have to be around her, to learn from her, to hit with her. But I do think this is my first week coming back, and I think that Venus is someone who deserves a partner who can give their all physically, emotionally, mentally when they're on court with her, Eala said. I think right now I can only do that for singles. I don't have the capacity yet to be able to give that in both singles and doubles. Her words were a masterclass in honesty and humility. She wasn't making excuses, she was being realistic. She knew that she needed to prioritize her singles campaign, and she respected Venus Williams enough to be upfront about it. The tennis world, which had been bracing for controversy, was instead met with a moment of grace. Eala's decision to withdraw from doubles was not made lightly. It was a strategic choice driven by a combination of physical and scheduling factors. After a grueling grasscourt season that saw her win the Birmingham Open, reach the semifinals in Berlin, and make a historic run to the fourth round of Wimbledon, Eala needed a break. She had taken a 2-week break, including a brief trip home to the Philippines, before beginning her hardcourt campaign. But the transition from grass to hard courts is not easy, and the physical demands of the tour are relentless. The Filipina star was clearly concerned about her fitness and conditioning as she prepared for the Washington event. She knew that playing both singles and doubles would put a significant strain on her body, and she didn't want to risk injury or burnout, especially with the US Open on the horizon. Eala's schedule for the North American hardcourt swing is packed. The DC Open is just the first of 3 tournaments as part of her build-up to the US Open. She will also compete in the National Bank Open in Toronto and the Cincinnati Open before the final Grand Slam of the year. These are all high-level events that will test her endurance and consistency. Eala's decision to focus on singles is a sign of her maturity and her understanding of the bigger picture. She is not just thinking about the DC Open, she is thinking about the entire season and her long-term goals. The physical and scheduling challenges were real, and Eala made the smart choice to prioritize her health and her singles campaign. When news of Eala's withdrawal from doubles broke, the fan reaction was a mix of disappointment and understanding. Many fans had been looking forward to seeing the Dream Team in action, and they were saddened by the news. Social media was flooded with posts from fans expressing their disappointment. Some had even bought tickets specifically to see Eala and Williams play together. However, as the reason for Eala's decision became clear, the disappointment turned into understanding. The fans, especially the Filipino community, respected Eala's honesty and her commitment to her singles campaign. They understood that she had to make a difficult choice, and they appreciated her candor in explaining her decision. Venus Williams herself made it clear there were no hard feelings and expressed hope that she and Eala would have another chance to play together in the future. "We had a great time playing at Bad Homburg, so we were looking forward to playing again. Didn't work out this time. Would love for there to be future times. We'll see what happens," she said. The tennis community also weighed in, with many praising Eala for her maturity and her focus. It was a decision that was both tough and wise, and it showed that Eala is thinking about the long term. The fans' understanding is a testament to the strong bond between Eala and her supporters. They know that she is a player who gives her all, and they respect her for making the tough choices that will ultimately lead to her success. The disappointment was real, but the support was even stronger. Eala's shocking announcement to withdraw from the DC Open doubles event is more than just a story about one tournament. It is a powerful statement about her priorities, her maturity, and her long-term vision. By choosing to focus on singles, Eala is signaling that she is ready to compete with the best players in the world and that she is willing to make the tough decisions necessary to achieve her goals. The decision also highlights the immense respect she has for her body and her career. She is not willing to risk burnout or injury for the sake of a doubles partnership, no matter how exciting it may be. This is the mark of a player who understands the demands of the tour and who is committed to playing the long game. Eala's decision is also a sign of her rising status. She is no longer just a player who is happy to be on the tour, she is a player with ambition and a clear path to the top. By prioritizing her singles campaign, she is showing that she believes she can make a deep run at the DC Open, the Toronto Open, the Cincinnati Open, and the US Open. The path is clear, and Eala is ready to walk it. Her announcement was a moment of shock, but it was also a moment of clarity. The tennis world now knows that Eala is serious about her career, and she will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. The question that remains is whether this focus and determination will translate into success on the court. One thing is certain, the world will be watching. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell.